Good evening, everybody. Tonight we're looking at the locus definition of a parabola. A parabola is a collection of all points equidistant, meaning same distance, equal distance, from a fixed point known as the focus. That's always going to be inside your parabola, and a fixed line known as a directrix. That's going to be outside. Okay, so we're going to look, and right here I've listed, here is the vertex. You remember your vertex is HK. We have the focus that is going to be inside, so I think it's easier to look at this way with an actual example. So the first thing you do is you make sure this is in correct form. Y minus k plus or minus, depending on if it's positive or negative, and then 1 over 4p x minus h quantity squared. So looking at the one I have here, it starts with y, subtracts a constant, we have the 1/12 there, and then the x plus 2 quantity squared. So first, deciding, is it negative or positive? Because in front of the 1 over 4p there is no negative, we're going to say this one is positive, and it's going to open up. Then the vertex, that's coming from our values right here, so we can see if it's x minus h, that's negative 2, and y minus k, that's positive 3. That will be my vertex. Then I'm going to take the 1 over 12, and I'm going to set it equal to 1 over 4p. I'm going to cross multiply, get 4p equals 12, divide by 4, and p is going to equal 3. Now, we're going to go through and deal with this. Give yourself a sketch. I have the point negative 2, 2, 3 right there. We know, we already said it's going to be opening upward like this. 3 inside. So if I'm starting at negative 2, 3, add 3 more, the focus is at negative 2, 6. Going the opposite direction, we're going to come down 3, and we're going to have y equals 0 is my directrix. Okay, so there's one example. Let's do another one. So as this one right here up in the corner, we can see, I'm going to do this one right here. You'll come back and do this one. First thing, it has the negative. So negative means that it's going to open down. Then there's nothing attached to y or x, so my vertex is 0, 0. Then the negative, we already said this down. There's the negative 1 that's right there. The negative tells me it's down. The 1 is what I'm going to set equal to 1 over 4p. So 4p equals 1, divide by 4, p equals 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and sketch. I'm going to have my vertex right there. It's going to open down, so it's going to look something like that. And then 1/4 in, that distance of p, means that my focus is the point 0, negative 1/4, and my directrix, again, the length of p will be y equals positive 1/4 right there. Remember, you are drawing a line, so you want to make sure that you have the y equals there. So you will try number 1, and you can go ahead and graph that when you're done. Make sure you've got it opening the right way. Okay. Let's look down here at example number 3. So this one is also negative. Vertex to start with will be negative 3, negative 2. I know it's going to open down. I'm going to say 1 over 12 is equal to 1 over 4p. Cross multiply. 4p equals 12. So p equals 3. Over negative 3, down negative 2. There's my vertex, open down. And then 3 inside, so going this way down, I'm going to be a focus of -3, -5, and then go 3 in this direction. 1, 2. Y equals 1. I'm going to leave number 4 for you. And the other thing we're going to look at now is when they give me key features, and you have to write the equation. So I'm going to sketch out right over here. 0, 2 is my focus. Y equals 0 is my directrix. That means my vertex is right in the middle, halfway. So that's a length of 2, the total distance from the focus to the directrix. That means that my vertex is at the point 0, 1. So we found that. And give a nice little sketch now. And lastly, if the total distance was 2, that means the distance right there is 1. So our p-value is 1. So as I set this up, I'm going to say y minus 1, 1 over 4 times the 1, and then x minus 0 quantity squared. It opened up, so we'll have a positive. You want to simplify that. It would look just like that. Okay, let's try a different variation of that right here in number 6. Number 6, they give me the vertex is 0, 0, and the focus is 0, negative 0.25. So very tiny right in there, but underneath. So that means my parabola is going down. And they already gave me the vertex. So as I'm setting this up, it'll be y minus 0, x minus 0. And then the length here from 0, 0 to the 0.25 is a length of 0.25. So if my p is 0.25, I'm going to say 4 times a fourth, or 0.25. So 1 over 1 is my constant right there. And then lastly, make it negative. We can do one more. Let's do one with the directrix, number 7. So again, vertex 0, 0, directrix y equals -3. So because the directrix is down here in quadrants 3 and 4, I know my parabola has to go up. It can't ever touch that line. This length right here is p, so p equals 3. Again, vertex was given, so it's going to be y minus 0, 1 over 4 times 3, and then x minus 0. This one is positive, so it'll stay just like that. Please try number 8 and number 5. Have a good night.